The championship has been won already. It was won with 9 games to go. We now have a chance of the playoffs, if you can believe it. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode with Bolton, and yes, we are almost virtually on knocking on the door of the playoffs, would you believe. We're only 3 points off and one of them teams we are playing today. We have got Barnsley away, we have got Stoke away. Stoke are lying in 6th position, 3 points ahead of us. They're the target we are chasing down. Form hasn't been fantastic, I have to say, but we've made a couple of more additions and we're starting to find our feet once again. So let's go through with the 2 results that we had after the Leicester game. We lost to Hull 1-0. Not convincing result, but we lost it all the same. 40th minute. It was a game where we were all over them. We conceded a sloppy goal, and yes, you guessed it, Kieran O'Hara was in goal. Very disappointing, but what would you expect? But we did have a 1-0 victory over Charlton. Charlton, you can remember, we battered 5-0, I think it was. I think that was a big result, I think it was. If I can just find them, I think they were up here. Yeah, 5-0 away from home. We only managed a 1-0 victory this time. Mella scoring. He played on the left-hand side this time. Lockett seems to do so well on the right-hand side. We're going to try and move him, keep him over there for the time being. 2 additions, you may ask. Yes, finance-wise, we've still got about $500,000 in the bank. We did spend a little bit of money, and we're still under the wage budget, which is good to see. But yeah, 2 future transfers that are coming in. These 2 guys here, they've both been agreed. They're joining. And who's this guy here? Ben Greenwood, oh, of course. Right, Nathan Tawney and David Milinkovic. Tawney, a right winger. He can play right as left as well. Beautiful stats. I mean, they look very, very good. A lot of yellow in there as well, and a lot of green. He can cross the ball as well. He's got good acceleration. He's got a little bit of pace as well. But yeah, technique and vision is what I'm flair. Mainly the technique and vision, really. You can see a ball, see somebody running off in the distance. You should be able to pass it through, so it shouldn't be too bad. He's with the under-23s at the moment. We pick him up for 150,000. Slightly more than I wanted to pay, but we got some money in there. Let's use it. And David Milinkovic, yes, another left and right winger. He can play either side. So we picked up 2 very, very good wingers. Left hand side with very, very short arm. Lockett cannot do it all on his own. But look at these stats. They are absolutely amazing. Physicals, fantastic stuff. Aggression. He can cross the board. He can dribble it as well. He's got good passing. He's got good technique. He plays with the team. He's got good determination. I could go on and on. 6'1" as well. He's right-footed and he's pretty balanced as well. So he's not going to be. It's going to be all over the place. He's had 13 clubs apparently. He's been around a bit. He's been in Scotland. He's been in Italy, mainly Serbia, then Italy. He's been around in Italy quite a lot. Found himself at Hearts, then went to Hull. Where he hasn't really kicked off his career there, and then he went on a free to Bristol Rovers, which we do pick him up from there. But yes, 35,000 for him, 27-year-old. We could do with an attacking midfielder as well. I'm hoping we can pick Levitt up on some sort of cheap deal. They don't come into the squad just yet. We have got a lot of injuries still, and I've just been looking at my side really, and I'm just noticing that we haven't really got many players that are our own, and we have got an awful lot of loan players. Levitt, I would like to pick up. He's 925,000. If we can pick him up for another season, that will be fantastic. He's playing absolutely brilliant at the moment, so we can't knock him. But for this game, Barnsley away, we're going to go Bossman in goal. We've got Laird, Vanderberg, Ogbeta and Esbrand. We've got Vieira and Shenton, Mella, Levitt and Lockett, and then we've got Delap up front. Eddie Brown's not making himself too much of a nuisance up there, which is disappointing. But in fact, he can go onto the bench. So yeah, Delap is going to come in. Delap's yet to score his first goal for the club, so we're waiting on that. So hopefully he might be able to do it here, but he's a bit better than Eddie Brown. We had a very good result against Charlton. Disappointingly, we only got the 1. That's a strange formation. See, that's something I wouldn't brave. I like to have the whole field covered. But we shall see what happens. Do this for the fans. Go out there and make a difference. That's all. Have faith in you as well. Make a difference, have faith, and just enjoy your game. Can't believe that West Brom have already, and we're 1-0 up already. Danny Mella. Or Damani Mella. I don't know. But that's his 4th goal of the season. And he comes propping up at the back post. Is there goal hanging there? I don't even think he headed it though. But he couldn't really miss from that range at all, could he? But that's a very, very quick start for ourselves. We're chasing down the necks of Stoke, but Barnsley come forward, and that's just gone over. Visions of that going in. We're doing okay. The fact that we're up in the top half of the table is amazing, especially with the squad we have got. It's been very, very depleted, especially with the sales that we have had. And of course, money doesn't go anywhere, does it really, at the end of it? Let's get it away. We do get it away. Lockhart just batters it up front. That's fine. That's all we need to do. Another corner for Barnsley though. We do get it away once more. Mellog runs away with it. Got Delap ahead of him. Pass it in. Or not. Levitt takes hold of it. He's a very, very good player. What a finish. His first goal for the club as well. I want to bag this guy. But we can't afford 925,000. So we're going to have to grab him on loan. Fantastic player. I wish we secured him on a future payment. So I think now we can afford it. That was a very, very tidy finish from Levitt. We're going up to half time, 2-0 up. I don't think I can ask for more at this point. Excellent effort, guys. I can't believe it. We seem to win on camera nowadays, which is very nice indeed. Cardiff are 4-0 up at home to Peterborough. That is amazing. But West Brom, look at West Brom. 93 points they've got, and still there's 6 games to go. So they should be able to break 100. They've done it with ease, has to be said. I wonder if they got relegated from the Premiership. I wonder if it was them that got relegated. Brand to Levitt, who plays it back to him. He just wants to cross it. No, he's going for it. Lockett. Back post, nobody there. Vieira to Laird. We've got some very, very good youngsters, and Vieira just almost getting there. 17,500 at Barnsley. There are some crowds being pulled in. The money, I'm not going to lie, does come in handy, and that's a finish. Lockett with his 9th goal of the season. And I'll tell you what, we don't need forwards. Why would we need any forwards? It's just absolutely brilliant. It's gone a little bit dark. We must be in the shade over there though. The cross comes in, middle of the park, and middle of the box, should I say. And 3-0 on 70 minutes. Right, I'm going to pause it, and it might be time just to give Lockett a rest. And I might bring... apparently Eddie Brown can play there. So I'm going to give him a little go. He can go attack. Go inside forward. He can help Delap a little bit as well. Liam Edwards, I'm tempted to bring him in, but it's Lockett I want to rest up, and Politics can come in for Mella. There we go. We'll just give our little players a little bit of a rest. William, I'm looking on the wrong side. I was looking at Barnsley's team then. Beautiful pick-up. Politics into Brown. Brown into... that is what we're talking about. Beautiful finish. Brown actually assisting. He's got quite a lot of assists this season already, but if he's not going to score, he might as well assist. And wow, this is absolutely stupendous. This is what we want to see. Away from home as well, don't forget. Wow. And Delap gets his first goal of the season, and probably his first goal for the club as well, I think. Or did he score in the cup game? I can't remember. But that is fantastic. He's well onside, ref. What are you talking about? It's a very good finish. Left foot peg. Left peg. And it's in the back of the net. 4-0. Who saw that coming? We're going to leave the team as it is. Don't need to bring anybody else on. Just take your time. Enjoy the moment. 4-0 winners. We're breathing down the necks of Stoke, who we have next away from home. Look at 60% possession. 11 on target from 17. That is great guns as well. Mella, Levitt, the 2 Man United players combined. And we've got a Man City player there as well. And then we've got one of our own, Lockett. Wow. If it's not a loanee, he's going to be one of ours. And it's pretty hard to find one of ours in that team at the minute. Excellent effort, guys. Well played indeed. Can't get over it. Not sure. We've got 2 weeks now before our next game. We're going to try and get a friendly in the midst of it all, just to keep the legs ticking over, or do we rest up? It's a big game. I think we may just rest up and just do a little bit of training and probably go away for a few days, maybe the season, maybe for a weekend or something. But 17,000 Barris Razors as brand fitness concerned. It was looking a little bit better, so we're probably resting. But then again, we're resting for the next couple of weeks. He's fine. Okay, he wants to carry on. Levitt on form. He's scored a goal this time as well. Superb. Keep it up. Right, okay. We've got 2 weeks now. What am I going to do for 2 weeks? Probably wasn't the best timing of games, was it, really? Because I'm going to be sitting here for a good half hour while I go over 2 weeks. But in your case, you're going to just get it round about that. Yes, it's taken me nearly half an hour to get to this point, whereas you've just flicked over just like that, as if nothing's happened. There's no interruptions whatsoever, and we're at the Bet365 Stadium in Stoke for this game, which is literally, we beat Stoke, we will be on level points and we'll be in a playoff position. Who would have thought that at the beginning of the season, especially when our targets are just to survive. But somehow we've managed to find ourselves at the top half of the table, and it's been a lot of clever wheeling and dealings along the way. We've managed to stay afloat. Our balance has gone back into the red now, finally, after about a month or two. So we did enjoy a little bit. Did we get any interest? I've got no idea. I doubt very much we did. But we're going to go with Bossman in goal. We've got Laird, Vanderberg, Gubetta and Bunny. Esbrand needed a little bit of a break. He's just burnt out, so we're giving it to him now. Shenton and Vieira in the midfield. Then we've got Lockett on the right hand side, Levitt in the middle, and we're going to have Eddie Brown on the left hand side. You can remember in the last game against Barnsley, he did pretty well, so we're going to keep him there, see what he's like at the beginning, and then going to have Delap up front. Stoke on the other hand, pretty solid, I guess. Straight into here, then they expected to where they left off. Oh, they love it. Okay. Calm and collective. I believe in you. Got what it takes. Completely what it takes. And a little bit more of what it takes. Right, we're going to go and kick off. We're already a couple of minutes into the game. If we can pull off a magnificent victory like we did against Barnsley away from home, that would be something. But I'm not exactly holding my breath here. Stoke are a different kettle of fish. And that's a shot that's just gone over. O'Hara's getting a little bit pissy with me because I not keeping a promise. Well, he's played a few games on the bounce. I've started him games and he's still not happy. And if you're not happy, you can sit out a little bit. I've got no intention of letting him go just like that. So he's going to have to get to grips with it and work on his game, because this season he's been awful. Even though supposedly he is our better goalkeeper. Although Bossman is probably catching up with him now. Pereira comes forward for Stoke. Has a shot straight into Liam's arms, which is nice. Excellent effort it is. But I would like a goal. We've seen nothing of Brown at that left hand side at all. And to be honest, nothing from our wingers altogether. Pause it. It's not working. So Lockett's going to go over that side. Brown's going to go up top. And we're going to bring Mellor in. There we go. Josh Emmanuel can come in for Laird, I guess. Nothing just too drastic at the moment. Who's looking a little bit jaded? Probably everybody, though, to be fair. 22 shots Stoke have had, and we've not had any highlights. This game's gone into nothingness. We have a highlight here, though. Stoke with it, though. Across the ball. And he's in the middle. Just over the bar, thankfully. But last couple of minutes of the game, 3 minutes of added time, and it's going to go away to nothing. Well, that was a big fat rubbish game then, wasn't it? After the 4-0 victory against Barnsley, this 2-week break has really knocked the momentum out, hasn't it? That's what it's done. But on a pleasing note, we didn't concede a goal in either of them 2 away games. We didn't lose away from game. We pick up 4 points from the 6 available. So another unbeaten episode. Excellent efforts. I can't really grumble with that. We're back to having our midfielders, attacking midfielder role again, as opposed to 3 in midfield. So we could say next season, look to stay up again, but it would be nice if we could get into the playoffs though, just to see what it's all about, extra money and all that. Sheffield Wednesday wins 6-2 against West Brom. What were West Brom thinking? We're coming to the end of the season, and what we're going to do, we're going to come back to the last 2 games. We've got Millwall and then West Brom. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If we're in for a shout. I mean, what are we off, really? There's still 3 points in it. It's going to go right down to the wire. So, yes, we'll do that. End of the season, we'll come to the last 2 games. Can't believe season, I think it's our 3rd season is almost over. It's literally flown by. Right, if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more on YouTube channel, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, where we may or may not be in the playoffs. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.